Hello everyone, my name is Shrey and today we are here to learn some of the basics of Indian geography. Let's point out some of the very famous points on our Indian map. So here is the Indian political map and we will first point out where is the national capital of India. Yes, it is New Delhi over here. And always remember that New Delhi is not a state but it is a union territory, and there is a huge difference between a union territory and a state. A state and a union territory. Union territory is been mostly controlled by the central authorities, whereas in the state there is a state machinery as well. The state administration also works. Union territory is usually led by a lieutenant general, whereas a state is led by the chief minister of that particular state. Okay, so these are the basic differences. So as we pointed out Delhi, you also have in your syllabus that is the golden quadrilateral, or one of the most famous routes all over, spreading all across the Indian territory. So it starts with Delhi. Always remember these 4 points. It starts with New Delhi, then it's moved over to Kolkata, and Kolkata is the capital of West Bengal. From there on, it moves to Chennai, the capital of Tamil Nadu. Okay, you can see it over here. It moves to Chennai. This pink road is the golden quadrilateral. Okay, so now it is further moving to Bangalore. It is not the most it is not one of the 4 points, but yes, it is included in that particular route. And then the 4th point is our dear Mumbai, where we live nearby. Okay, so these are the 4 points. First will be New Delhi. It starts from the north, New Delhi, then it goes to the east in Kolkata, and then it moves to the south, that is Chennai, and then it comes to the west to Mumbai. Okay, so these 4 important cities are being conjoined by this golden quadrilateral. So you can observe, or you can see, that most of the states and the most of the important districts all over our territory have been covered by this important route. Now let's take a look over this golden quadrilateral. So first it starts from Delhi, right? So it moves all over the Uttar Pradesh territory. It is also near to Lucknow, the capital of Uttar Pradesh. Then it moves from Bihar, from Jharkhand, then to West Bengal's capital. And after covering West Bengal, it comes over to Odisha. It also joins Bhubaneswar, the capital of Odisha. Then it further moves to Andhra Pradesh. They are yet to decide their own capital for now, but for now the capital is Hyderabad. Until 2024, Hyderabad will be the capital of Telangana as well as Andhra Pradesh. But after that, maybe Amravati will be the capital of Andhra Pradesh, whereas Telangana will have the capital as Hyderabad. And from Andhra Pradesh, it further moves to Tamil Nadu, and the most important city of Tamil Nadu is its capital, right? Any states, the most important city is its capital. So here it joins to the Chennai. Then it further moves to Bangalore, which is the capital of this huge state, Karnataka, or one of the most important states of our country. Then it further moves near to Goa. Okay, it further moves from Goa near to Goa, and then it moves to the financial capital of our India till 2016, which was Mumbai. Yes, our dear Mumbai. It is the financial capital, also known as the city of dreams. And then from Delhi, it moves further to the northern side. You can see this pink path, right? So from there, it moves to the capital of Gujarat. It is Gandhinagar. And from there, the route moves to Rajasthan, and the capital of Rajasthan is Jaipur. It joins Jaipur with the other states, and then it moves back to Delhi. So this is the quadrilateral used, guys. Okay, so it has covered like most of the cities, whereas these middle cities are not been covered. So we also have other routes for them, like you can see the black route, which is joining Jammu Kashmir, which has been started from Jammu Kashmir. Then it has been straight, it is nearby straight, approximately you can consider it as a strait, and it moves till the point Cape Comorin. Okay, and it also has a horizontal road which starts from Porbandar, then it moves further till the northeastern states. So these are the most famous roads of India. So now let's learn about the next basics, which are our neighbors. And as we know that India is the seventh largest country according to the area, and how big our nation is, so is its history as well as its culture. So let's moving on from the larger the nation, and more will be the neighbors of that nation or the bordering countries. Here, as we have a huge border which starts from Gujarat till Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, and then further moving on to the northeastern states. So we have a huge land border, right? And we also have a huge navy or the naval border with other states. But first we will look at the land bordering states, which are 7 in number. Okay, always remember we have 7 land bordering states or land bordering countries. So first will be Pakistan. The capital of Pakistan is Islamabad. The second, which is being bordered by Indian states, Gujarat. Then we have Rajasthan, then Punjab, then Jammu Kashmir, then Ladakh. Okay, so Pakistan is our neighboring country, one of the most notorious, you can say. And then we have Afghanistan. You can have a minute look over here. Afghanistan border is this one, and it touches for a smaller section to our Ladakh region, which is the currently Ladakh region. It was initially called the Jammu Kashmir region. So it touches in the smallest part to our Ladakh region. From there on, we will move further to our east, and that will be China. So we have a huge border with China from the whole Ladakh, then Himachal Pradesh, then Uttarakhand, and then we have Sikkim, as well as this northeastern state, that is Arunachal Pradesh. It borders with China. And then we also have a neighbor called Nepal. It is a friendly neighbor. Nepal has borders with Uttarakhand, then Uttar Pradesh, then we have Bihar, then we have Sikkim, and then we also have this yellow state mentioned over here, that is West Bengal, or as we have seen the golden quadrilateral passing through this state. And then we have Bangladesh. Now always remember guys, it is a fact that you will be asked in MCQs or in any competitive examinations. Like we have the longest border with the country Bangladesh and not with China. It might apparently look like it is China, but then due to these curves and due to these Sundarban areas and due to this many curves all over the state, all over this country Bangladesh, the longest border, if we measure it from West Bengal to Tripura, the longest border is with Bangladesh and not with China, because we have Nepal in middle. Okay, so this whole border is not our border but the Nepal's border with China. So always remember that we have the longest border with the country called Bangladesh, and it was also called initially as East Pakistan. But then after 1971 war, as we won the war, we gave them freedom, and its national anthem is also sung. Amar Bangla is also by a very famous poet, or we can say very famous person, Rabindranath Tagore. So we have the longest border with Bangladesh, and then there is also a small country named Bhutan. Its capital is Thimphu, as it is seen over here. It has borders with Sikkim, then West Bengal, this yellow state, then Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. Yes, these are the neighboring states or the bordering states to this country. Now in the easternmost border, the easternmost northeastern states have a border with Myanmar. Okay, so Mizoram, Manipur, the Seven Sisters, as you know, not all of the Seven Sisters, but mostly out of them, the Mizoram, be it Manipur or Nagaland or Arunachal Pradesh, all these states have its border with Myanmar. So we have noted about, we have pointed out 7 states, right? First Pakistan, then Afghanistan 2, then third number we have noted China, then fourth we have taken Nepal, then fifth will be Bangladesh, sixth will be Bhutan, and seventh will be Myanmar. These are the most important and are bordering nations, keep in mind. Okay, So in next lecture we will look about other points and other syllabus you have in your 10th standard. I hope you understood this video. Thank you.